Do you have a student loan? Or do you want to save money? Or do you want to be a millionaire? Well, just come to South Korea. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wenta, and for those of you that have not seen my previous videos, I moved to South Korea along with my husband for work, and we have been teaching and living in South Korea for 7 months now. And we have been documenting our just travels within Korea, outside of Korea, and just living in Korea in general. And we've talked and discussed different topics, but we have not discussed one of the most important topics, which is money. And that's what I will be talking about today. We're going to talk about how much English teachers in Korea make. And I decided to film this video because finding a job, I know money is one of the most important factors, and that's also a topic not talked about often because in our society it's rude to ask about money, and I get it. I was also raised that way. I've actually never asked anyone how much they make or what their salary is. That's just out of my comfort zone. It gets awkward, and some people don't want to answer, so I get it, but I thought this is a topic that I have chosen to talk about. I would like to discuss this, especially if it means that it will help people make decisions on teaching English abroad, and help them save and pay their debts. So yeah, before we get into this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment and share, please. Let the world see. But yeah, so today I'm going to talk about the EPIK program pay scale. So EPIK is English Program in Korea, and that's the organization that I work for. EPIK is through the government, that's why it is public school. So there are also other ways that teachers, English teachers, can come to South Korea, which is Hagwon, and it's kind of like an after-school program, and other private schools. So the private schools, I'm not sure how their salary works or anything like that. I am here to talk about public schools, specifically EPIK. So EPIK, I have it on my paper, which is a contract, and I also have their website. So EPIK works in a different level pay scale, and when I started last year there was about 5 different levels, but I just checked yesterday, I think when I was getting ready to record this video, that there is now 4 levels. The 5th one is not going to exist, I guess, starting this year. So that's good to know. But now they have 4 different levels, and the highest level is 1+. After that it's 1, and then 2+, and the lowest is 2. And these are determined by your location here in Korea and by your requirements. So I'm going to go in depth on that, but I'm going to start with the lowest one, which is 2, and I'm going to work my way up. So for level 2, which is the lowest one, you pretty much just need a college degree, a bachelor's degree in any field, and you need a TESOL or TEFL certificate, which is really easy to do. It's not even that many hours, and it doesn't cost that much if you're not already certified. So if you have those 2 things, and you live in a metropolitan area in Korea, then you make 2.0 million Korean won. And if you live in a province, you would make 2.2 million Korean won. And metropolitan area makes a little bit less than province. I don't know why, but that's the case. And yeah, so that's all you need for the lowest level. So the one next up is level 2 plus, and for that level you need the same thing that I just said. So you need your bachelor's degree in any field and your TESOL or TOEFL certification, and on top of that you need 1 year of experience. So if you have that, then your pay scale would be 2.1 in a metropolitan area and 2.3 in a province. So that also includes if you have worked for 1 year, because when you get hired with EPIK, they pretty much give you a contract for 1 year. And then at the end, like closer to the end of your contract, they ask if you want to renew your contract. And if you do, then you go on for a second year. So if you do renew your contract, your previous year would count as a 1 year experience. So you do go up on pay as well. So if you've done 1 year in the same school, then the next year you would be making a 2+ level. Okay, so then the next one up is level 1, and for that you need the same exact thing: bachelor's degree, TESOL or TOEFL certification, and 2 years of teaching experience. So if you have that and you live in a metropolitan area, then you make 2.3 million Korean won, and in a province you would make 2.5 Korean won. That's a lot of money, especially like people that just graduate and, like, you know, they just want a different scenery, like come to Korea. Yeah, so again, if you're resigning the second time, you would already have had 2 years of teaching experience, so then your pay would go up to 2.3 or 2.5. And the last one is 1+, which is the highest level, and this one is after 2 consecutive years as a level 1 with a renewing province. So like if you are in level 1 for 2 years, then you would go to 1+, and if you live in a metropolitan area, you would make 2.5 million Korean won, and if you live in a province, you would make 2.7 Korean won. And this specifically is if you stay in the same area. So if you decide you want to resign for the 4th year or 3rd year or 4th year, but you want to go to a different city or a different province, then you would be like kind of like with a new school board, and then that won't count towards this. So you need to stay in the same school board area, but yeah, you would make that, and that's the highest. I'm not sure, but I don't think that you can get higher than this. So once you've taught for that many years, I think it just stays the same. So yeah, that's the pay scale that they use. And just extra information, you get paid the 25th of every month, and when you get paid, you don't make the same exact, like you don't get on your paycheck the same exact numbers that I just said, because they you have to take out for your health care, so they take it out of your salary. They take your they take out, what else do they take out? Lunch. So if you eat school at lunch, then they take it out of your paycheck, and pension, but it's all still not that much that they take out, but you still have a good amount of money by the end of like when they're done taking all this out. But one important thing to note is that even though you think, okay, like this might not be a lot, but you have to understand that EPIK also covers your rent, so you don't have to pay rent, which is, I feel like for most people, I know for Sam and I, it was one of our biggest expense back in the States. Like we would get paid, and then like a big chunk goes toward rent, and if you don't have to pay rent, then I don't know, like you're saving a lot of money. And so pretty much English teachers in Korea, those are the numbers. You can see your qualifications and you'd be able to see how much you can make. Yeah guys, I hope this was a helpful video. if you're looking to come to South Korea and be an English teacher, this is how much you'd be making. I hope that this is helpful information. I hope that this is something that you are looking to get from this video. But yeah, that's all I have for you, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I would love to hear from you what kind of information you would like to learn about living in Korea or working with EPIK. Any other videos you'd like me to make, just comment below. But yeah, this is it for today, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.